What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Akerfeldt. And on this week's lesson, we're going to check out some Opeth riffs. Why? Because Opeth never plays a boring riff. And here is some of the proof. All right? Down in the description below, you can find a link to the tabs, amongst other things. And while you're down there, click on that subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't. So let's jump right into it. Here are a couple of my favorite Opeth riffs. The first riff is from Ghosts of Perdition. We are in a drop D tuning. Awesome riff. Love that riff. It's one of my favorite Opeth songs in general, right? You're strumming chords. You're always going to have me at chords. I say that all the time. All right. So like I said, we're in a drop D tuning. Now, I believe the song, he drops the third string down to the F. For this example, though, we can just do the drop D tuning to get away with the riff. All right. So we're going to open up with some chord strums. We have this D minor chord. It's F, A, D, 8, 7, 7, starting on our 5th string. And then the second chord is an F augmented chord, right, or an F sharp 5 chord, right? If we're playing an F major triad, which would be 8, 7, 5, an augmented chord is just take that the third note and move it up a step. Nice augmented chord, right? So it's D minor, F augmented. Right, so we have a nice strum pattern. Then we get some nice power chord action. 6, 5, 3, 0. Little trill, 0, 3, 6. Open A, open D. Right, 5 and 4th strings. And then 4 or 5 on the A string. A little trill on the D string, 3, 4. And then 4 cross string now. 4 open D, open A, 3, open D. Like that. And then that same chord, 2 and open, 1 and open, open, 5 on the low, and then trill on 3 and 4. Back up, right? And 4, 5, open A, 1. Oh, it's a lot, right? It's a really notey kind of section. Really awesome song, really awesome riff to play. All right? So now let's stick with the drop D tuning, and we're gonna check out Blackwater Park. One of the riffs, you have the long intro, and then the kind of the verse starts in, and that's where we're gonna jump into it. Now you could probably pick every riff from this song because it's really fun, right? But we're gonna come down right on that verse riff, we're gonna come down power chords here and go right into it. Really fun riff. Again, you got those cross string dissonance going on, you have some of the trills going on. Just a really fun riff to play, right? So we're kind of walking down our power chords, D minor, 8, 5, 7, 3, going down in thirds. Right, a little stepwise motion there, right? And then the main riff kicks in, you have the 5 on the D, and then cross string it with its open string. Just play that open D with it, right? And using the open strings with the fretted notes creates a nice texture on the guitar. then 4/5, 4 open. 0/1. And then here you're kind of outlining this little tritone chord, right? You're sliding up in the 6th position, 6, play the octave on the D string, and then come down 5 on the A string, right? Right there, really fun chord to do. And you go through that 3 times, and the 3rd time you bring in the descending run again. Very cool riff. So for the next riff, we're gonna move to standard tuning, and we're gonna take a look at Hessian Peel, another fantastic song. I love the Watershed album. It might be my favorite Opeth record. Hessian Peel, like 6 minutes into the song, coming out of a clean breakdown. We're gonna move into a couple really cool single note kind of riffs, and you have this one. Really fun, cool riff to play, right? A lot of bending and sliding, and it's just really fun riff. So we're in 6th position, 6, 5, and we're gonna do some basically hammer-on and slurs. Kind of working the fill kind of works our way up to this 9th fret. Right, so it's 6, 5, 6, 5 open. And then 5, 6, 5, 6, 8, slide to 9. Again, it's a notey riff, so there's, it's there. So once you get there, and we're gonna go 8, 9, 11, and we're gonna bend 11 to that half step. Okay, and then we're gonna move up to 15. 15, open, open, open. You can slur that. Like that. Okay, so after you do the 15, open, 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 15, 15, and then you have 10, 9 in the A, and then open D. Then you have some nice palm muting thrown in there. 9, 6, 9, 5, 9, 6. And then back to that original fill. Except now, on the way back up, we step up to 7. Which drops back down for the start of the riff. Very fun riff, right? Really cool to play, very fun. Even the riff that comes right after that is really fun. Ascending, single note, horizontal kind of climb. Very fun, very, very fun, very fun riff. Okay, so we're gonna stay in standard tuning, and we're gonna look at the song Slither, right? Very up-tempo song on a very down-tempo album, maybe. But I love these kind of riffs. I love octave riffs where you play the melody note and it kind of shifts up a half step, and then you have your typical, pull-off slurs that are going on in Opeth. It's just a fun riff. Let's check it out. really fun, very up-tempo. Like I said, I love riffs that play off the octave. I love that kind of stuff. It's really fun, especially the O2 vibe. So the riff, you start out with O224, 225, and then O224, jump to 3 on the next string. Repeat the first half. Then you have this little pull-off run, this little slurred run, 4-3-0 on the G string. 4-3, 4-3-0. Like that. Okay, and then the verse riff, he steps up basically off the A. Just the octave off the A, and then you have this. Again, this little harmonic minor kind of run. Little triplet. Trill there, 5-6-5 on the B string. Cross string 7-5. Hammer on 6-5. Now on the D string 7-8-5-8. And there you go. And again, even the verse riff that comes right after it, the verse riff, I mean, this is the verse riff, but the variation of the riff that comes back to it, where he just hangs on the octave part. Awesome feel. Really great riff. Cool. All right, so moving on to the last song, we're gonna cheat a little bit. So the last riff we're gonna look at is the verse riff from Sorceress. Right? I just love the whole vibe of this song. It's great. Now, that song is in standard tuning, except the 6th string is tuned down to a low A, way down there, okay? I'm not gonna do that to my guitar. I'm gonna cheat. I have my 7th string. I'm gonna put it in drop D tuning, and we're just gonna skip over the E string, all right? So it is what it is, but we get the idea of the riff. So now Sorceress opens up with this organ and bass intro, which is super fun to play. It's swung, syncopated, really fun to play. And then the verse, what I like about this riff is that it is very simplistic. It's very straightforward. You have this A minor chord to this D chord. And essentially that's it with some open string chugs. But here is a simple case where register can help bring a part to life, right? Because if you were just playing this on a normal 6th string on your A minor chord, it kind of loses its luster a little bit. It's not what it is. So, but now we have the riff. Right? Again, it's very straightforward, it's very simple, but just that simple change in register really brings this out. And then you got the whole like, you're a charlatan. You just can't beat Mikael, he's the best, you know? So, like I said, you have that swung bass line and organ riff in the beginning, and I would definitely learn it because it's kind of fun to play. But then the guitars come in with a simple chug on that low A. And then you're just essentially playing an A minor chord in open position. And I would play it, leave it where the 5th string is out of it, and you're just playing the 2-2-1 open. And here you're moving to a simple D chord, right? Open A, open D, 2-3. Just a power chord. Really fun riff, really awesome. It's slow, it's heavy, it's chuggy, and you have Mikael singing phenomenally all over it. And like I said, just the simple idea of lowering the octave on that low A really makes these chords sound humongous, right? So there you go. Opeth never plays a boring riff, right? And I hope that was proof alone. So what do you guys think? Let me know some of your favorite Opeth riffs down in the comments below. And as always, let me know what you come up with. So until then, I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.